Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing like a meal prep and fridge clean out. So of course we had to do a couple of large grocery store hauls to stock up for the next 2-3 weeks. So my fridge is packed, so we're going to clean it all out and start doing meal prep. First I'm going to clean up this disaster over here from lunch, and then I will show you what we're going to do in the fridge. So I'm just going to rinse out all these dishes, clear the sink, load the dishwasher, and start wiping down the counters. So I'm sure he thought that I was going to edit this part out, but I decided to keep it in anyway. Okay, Instant Pot seal. Do you hand wash it or put it through the dishwasher? So now I'm just going to start hand washing all my steak knives and cutting knives and Instant Pot lid. I have to wipe off my counters probably like 5 times a day. It's just a constant thing with the kids eating snacks and having meals. It's just all the time. Okay, you can see the disaster I have going on in here. So I have a lot of milk, so I'm going to make some yogurt for the kids. I'm going to freeze one of these bags of cheese. I have to section out this broccoli and freeze smaller portions of it. Let's see, I've got these big packages of meat and they're an awkward size, so I'm going to take those out of these packages, probably put them in Ziploc bags and just clean this mess. It's just horrible. Nothing's where it should go, so I got a lot of work to do. Okay, now that my counters are clean and I have a clean surface to work on, I'm going to empty out the fridge, take out every item, and put it out on the counter. So in this bag I have a roast and a chicken, and I'm just going to put both of those in the freezer and then cook up the beef. It always amazes me what interesting items I'll find in the fridge when I clean it out. For instance, there was this mug in there with something kind of gross. I mean, it really disturbed me. When I asked my husband what it was, he said it was yogurt from like a week ago, so gross. So I never thought I would do this, but I'm considering putting labels on the shelves in the fridge because I'm so tired of nobody ever putting things back where they go. Like I have a certain shelf just for leftovers, a certain shelf for bread items, and nothing ever gets put where it's supposed to be. So I might be labeling things soon. Okay guys, how often do you clean out your refrigerators? So I usually do this probably like once to twice a month. Every time I do like a big Costco grocery haul, I like to put everything back into a clean refrigerator. So I like to line my vegetable drawers with an old tea towel, and then when I go to clean out my refrigerator, I just replace it with a fresh one. So this is a pot of bone broth that I made from a rotisserie chicken. So I just needed to heat it back up and then drain the bones out. Okay, now I'm just going to separate these 2 mozzarella cheese packages, put one in the refrigerator and the other one I'm going to freeze. And shredded cheese freezes fantastically. Okay, so I have some ground beef here that I'm gonna cook up, and then I'm gonna separate it for a couple different meals and then freeze that too. So now I'm just gonna pull out my cute little most used spice caddy. If you guys didn't watch my spice cabinet redo video, I'll link that below. So I like to heavily season my beef, if you can't tell, but I usually just put a lot of salt, pepper, garlic, and onion powder. Now I love this tool for ground beef or sausage. It just like chops it up really quickly instead of having to like struggle with a spatula or whatever. It works really good. I'll see if I can find one and I'll link it below. So when you cook for a large family and you're on a budget, you just kind of got to weigh the options out. And so it was cheaper for me to buy just the chopped fresh broccoli instead of the frozen broccoli. So I'm just going to section it out into meal-sized portions, and then I'm going to freeze those. Lots of multitasking going on here. So we had this bag of sauerkraut and it was just like really getting to me because I didn't like the way it sat in the fridge. So I'm just gonna transfer that to a jar instead. Okay, so I might catch some slack for this, but I like to use a straw and suck all the air out of the freezer bags, so that way it's more like vacuum sealed and it stays fresher longer and fits in the freezer better. Okay, so here's a quick tip. When you go to Costco or Sam's Club and you have to buy 2 of the bagel packages, as soon as you get home, slice them in half and then throw them in your freezer. So that way you just pop them in your toaster in the morning. Okay, I'm just going to start cleaning and chopping this head of cauliflower and get it ready for dinner. Okay, I got the Instant Pot cleaned out, and now I'm going to start the kids' yogurt. So with this yogurt, it's a cold start yogurt, which means that I don't have to heat up the milk to 180 degrees like I do in my other video that I put out a few months ago. This one, you just put it in, you add your starter, and then you just hit the yogurt button. So with Fairlife milk, it's like an ultra filtered milk, and it's already lactose free. So I don't have to incubate the yogurt for a full 24 hours. I usually do about 8.5 to 9 hours. So now I'm just going to start sectioning out this beef. I'm going to make it last for 2 meals. So I'm going to section it into 2 portions and then pop that in the freezer. So here is my beautiful bone broth. I make it in the Instant Pot. It takes about 2 hours. It's so easy to do. I'm just going to section that into 2 portions as well. Bone broth is so easy to make, and it's very expensive to buy, so I would suggest making it, and it freezes really well. Here's a look into the freshly cleaned refrigerator. Here's my bone broth I'm gonna make some soup with. This is the shelf I keep my tortillas and bread items on. Everything has a place. Here's my vegetable drawers, all nicely cleaned out, orderly. My chopped vegetables ready for a meal. Well, as always, thank you so much, guys, for watching. If you liked my video, please give me a thumbs up, and please hang out again, subscribe to my channel, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.